Let's get talking now. Ambrose, good morning. It's a pleasure having you join me on the program. So take us through what played out at the exchange last week, and then what investors are actually doing at the moment. Are they crying? Are they losing? Or they are cashing out?
No,
over to you, Ambrose.
They are happy that the market has pulled back for them to buy low and sell high, especially the dividend investors that are looking for where can I make good yield. Also for me, market has pulled down for 2 weeks, previous week and this week. That means stocks have presented themselves cheaper for investors. Well, as we just said earlier that they are attracting fixed income market interest also is part of it. But that means investors are willing, where should I put my money? Should I like diversify my portfolio, having some money in fixed income market, having some money in equity space? For me, that is the best thing, a design investor should do. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. They will say, now we are seeing opportunity in the fixed income market because of what? Longer and higher yield from what? From the fixed income as a result of rate hike. But one thing is that, like I said, that the rate hike for me is to attract foreign investors. I'm happy that our president is
I need to butt you, Ambrose. Rate hike, you just said, is to attract foreign investors. How do you attract foreign investors when even businesses in your own country are also suffering? Because you agree with me that an hike in interest rate is also an hike in interest rate when you need to get loans from the bank. So how do you juxtapose all of this?
No, actually, the fundamentals the CBN are using to high grade, there's not faulty. I'm not saying they are wrong. Okay. But also, I think the priorities come here. Is it for the economy to expand or for it to attract foreign investors? That's what I mean. Because if you're hiking rate, automatically, the portfolio investors will come in, but not direct investors. These are one thing that we should know. Because those that I want to go and borrow money from any reserve bank in the world and come and invest in Nigeria, they know that if they stay for 4 months, they are making good money. And also, when they are bringing money in, they know that, yes, the CBN will guarantee that, yes, anytime you want to go, like the world president said in Qatar, he said, free entry, free exit. Yeah. That anybody that bring money to Nigeria, when we are going, he said that anybody that asks for bribe in Nigeria, let him know. Yeah. It tells that demand is serious. That means if you're trying to put people that are coming to invest in just 6 months and 3 months, those guys are not going to create a problem for Nigerians. When you bring direct investors,
to cash out.
Yeah, because your interest rate is to attract them. You are only focusing on our FS problem. Focus on let's of it. So at the of other sector of the economy. Because you want to have the liquidity. We're going to supply side. Now, if you are bringing them to come, they bring supply side for you. At the end of the day, your economy is contracting. Yes. Already, let me tell you, we have seen big numbers, big names in Nigeria that have posted a negative result. Exactly. Just because of from May that you step up in office, when you describe the exchange rate and all those, fine, but some are still making good money. But at the end of the day, is it arrangement of the economy to attract foreign investors? I think this year, the economic managers or the team of traders to sit down and see what are we going to do. Is it to sacrifice Nigerian economy for people to bring in their money, or for us to put the economy in order? When our economy is booming, on their own they can walk in with their portfolio to Nigeria. Then we're going to force them because let's hike our rate because we want them to bring in, But I think we should work, getting more crude oil so we can sell and earn more dollars. I think that is for me is the most important because we want to attract them. Because at the end of the day, all those small companies that have employed Nigerians, when they start closing down, they are pushing Nigeria out of engagement. Yeah. If they start this evil workshop. When people are not engaged, they start getting evil. That means we need to use one thing to address another. That means our policy to do that. Our policy to complement that one, to solve that problem. Not our policy to create more problem because we want to address one problem in the economy. I think this is where we need a holistic thinking around it. So that at the end of the day, if you say hike for me, it's not totally wrong. But we know what they want to achieve. But on the other side, that's why
two things actually play that. You just rightly said that the idea is to gain FPIs into the market and then again to curb inflation. But then I've always said this and I continue to say that why is it that for the past 2 years we've seen interest rate hike and hawkish stand by the CBN, but then inflation seems to defy all of this and it's still gaining momentum. It's more like saying that you were given a prescription by your medical doctor and then after taking the prescription, the situation seems to be more worsened than the prescription given to you. So are there no other measures we can use to tame inflation than just hiking interest rate?
This is where we are getting it wrong. We said our inflation is not really push inflation. It's a structural issue. Yes, they are thinking that because of the myths and ways that previous government, this money are not in circulation. This money are either in one kitchen or one cupboard on one place.
But the CBN said it has over 5 trillion naira outside the vault of the CBN of the banks.
Hold on. if we are applying the same principle that we have seen matured economy applied, US applied rate hike, we saw inflation in the US coming down. Also we saw it in Japan, we saw it in other countries. The same. No, let me tell you that it is your environment that should determine what you should apply, not just because A have applied it, they work for A. You should look at what is happening, because I tell you, even the elite should know what is happening to Nigeria. Because, for example, now let's see, yes, insecurity part of it. Farmer cannot go to the farm, and also you said you want to provide buses for people to have access to cheaper transportation. Is it work? Is it still on ground now? We are still almost 9 months in government. If that those are moving the goods from the farm to the market, the cost of moving it will also drop. Automatically, it will reflect on the price of goods and services. But if to move because of high cost of fuel and diesel, if you're moving your product from farm to the market, the more than the farming, that means you are doing that at a high cost. You're not going to factor that cost to the price we are selling in the market. Automatically, we are going to provide, if government has taken this step, insecurity, we're able to address our insecurity now, also we provide cheaper transportation, but not using fuel to quench fuel. No, that's what happens, because if you are coming to high rate when cost of production is high, going to be for me now. If I'm using 5,000 naira,
I need to ask you this question.
To produce, 5,000 to produce.
Yes.
Now you 10,000 to produce. I will put that price to what, to the market.
Yes. I know you also have a background of the economy. I know we're talking about capital markets here, but there needs to be some fundamentals between the capital market and the economy.
You can't separate the economy.
Yeah, of course. They work hand in hand. But I need to ask you this question. I've always been the advocate of having the right people in power. And I keep saying this. I keep asking everyone that comes on this show this particular question. Is it that the current Apex Bank leadership team actually are they in tandem with what is going on with the environment, or is it that they are just looking at the global economy and looking at decisions being made in the global economy and they are trying to implement that in Nigeria? Do they have a better understanding of what the domestic economy is actually talking about?
Actually, you just say it all. No, when you have the right people, I'm not saying that the president is not the right person. But look at the period of Sanusi as the CBN governor. Look at Soludo time as CBN governor. Look at the Soludo time, almost 4 years, the exchange remained stable. The same thing for Sanusi. It means that if you understand how the economy works, you know what to do. For me, I believe that if the new CBN governor really want to get the desired result for Nigeria, your consultation should not be limited to one side of the people that you know. Come on the other side so that they can now crossbreed ideas to bring to. For me, what we are doing is good because of, but that is not only to this one who put Nigerian economy to what we call they say they have a 2 recession during the Buhari regime, 2 recession.
And with all that we're saying that we're pushing the economy into another set of recession.
Exactly. Whether we are speaking big English or whether we are doing you said we are clearing a backlog of FS. Those ones, because we are looking at FS is not a problem.
Why should that be the focus of this of the Yemin-led Cardoso Apex Bank? It seemed to be focused more on the foreign exchange aspect of the monetary policy agenda, and they seem to leave other aspects of it aside. How important is that, especially when it comes to clearing of backlog? How important is that to the foreign exchange market volatility that we're being faced with?
Actually, anywhere in the world, is a monetary policy that gives tone to the economy with your rates.
Yes.
For now, we see that we have gone to the extreme. In the history of Nigeria, where we have seen almost 400 basis points in a meeting. Yes, I know that we had delays past, fine. But this was that cost of borrowing is high. People will start slimming down their employers and all those stuff, start putting them down
to stay in business.
In the business. And also, the banks too are not fools. The fact that the economy is tight. If you come to borrow from me, I know that your business is having challenges. I won't borrow money to you. They have depositors fund, and when the depositor come and ask, and I say I borrow to Mr. A not performing loan, I will not believe where to pay for it. No, that is why we think the CBN is also to think beyond that. Yes, what attract foreign investor, they also want to mop up funds. I tell you, those funds actually, if they know where the funds are, not the public. You know why the market has worked that during COVID-19, they were injecting funds in the economy.
That system,
and they know that yes, and that when they do hike for they saw that it started coming back. The interest was not coming down because it's a system that works. It's a way to work. Here, our structure is breakdown.
That's that is so deformed. It's really deformed. Yes.
Our own is not. Yes, my see element of little liquidity involved. But it's not that liquidity issue. Yes. It is not for me. A lot of people that have not seen money to eat. How liquidity come from where?
Let's go back to the market, Ambrose. What's playing out to the market right now? And what with all the fundamentals we're seeing, the sentiment, what do you think the first trading day of the week Trading week on out. What's your projection?
For me, I'll see it closing positive because of new listing of Transcorp Power. Because if the stock like that is coming, you can change the index to close positive. It doesn't mean that the other sectors are close, but because it's coming to list at almost 240 naira, that will push on the market cap and at the same time impact the index position for the board. One thing that investor in Nigeria should think outside the box. That's why the fundamental of the economy is changing, or the market is changing. Also, change your strategy. Instead of using it to make money in 2023, it's not to use in 2024. Because that the environment is changing already.
Yes,
they
volatile.
You have to change your strategy so you can stay ahead of the market. That means now you have to effectively combine your fundamental, technical, sentiment, and common sense. Before we are doing more of technical analysis, technical, fundamental, and sentiment. Now we have added common sense to it. Why common sense? Because the opportunities you can see in the market, you say, oh, this company fundamentally they are not strong. But personality behind them can change the whole thing.
Yes,
and that's why, when we are analyzing your technical not put personality in your analysis. Why, fundamental not put personality in your analysis? Sentiment not put, but those personalities know how to manipulate because they don't share and they are behind the company's operation and also for me, that's why we must factor in that personality. That's why I say common sense has to come in, into your analysis this time.